So, my name is Nick Godbehere. Most of my friends know me as Panda. I'm the owner and proprietor and hatter at Bluegrass Hatter Society here in Lexington, Kentucky. Well, I've been obsessed with hats as long as I can remember. And I've always had a hat in my life anywhere I ever went. And I don't know, just couldn't put them down. And here in the last couple of years, I experienced a traumatic injury. And that kind of put me out of every single career I've ever trained for. So while I was down and out and stuck in a wheelchair and not able to walk for a long time, I just kept getting more and more and more obsessed. And going down the rabbit hole of information, anything I could find. I'd stay up late nights studying old film reels on people making hats and just slowing them down and seeing what they're doing, try to recreate the processes. Eventually I managed to acquire a lot of tools that helped me keep going. From there I've been trying to make a push towards ethical sustainability in my business model. Seems right to me. There's a few different processes I use when trying to come up with a new design. Sometimes I just stay up in the middle of the night and just start blocking something and see what comes out of it. Other times I'll have a client want something very specific, like this one that I'm making over here for a mandolin player for a upcoming collection that I'm about to drop. And other times we have something really, really crazy and outlandish, and I don't even know what I'm doing when I'm coming up with it. I just know I want something big. So I got all the tools to make something big. And all the fine materials on here are just things I've kind of been sourcing for a while and decided, man, that would look really good together.
What are the hats made of here? Is it muskrat?
Well, it's in the muskrat family, except for this one. This is actually the only rabbit hat that I've ever made. This one's a rabbit. Not something I really want to keep working with. This is why I'm going to be donating all proceeds from this hat to a local charity, the Arbor Youth Services. They help younger kids, 18 to 24, find a home and get back on their feet. So, because I personally don't feel right taking any money from this one. I believe it was Fannie Lou hammer, famous sharecropper and activist, who once said something to the effect of charity begins at home before spreading abroad. And that really speaks to me. Eventually I'd like to get into spreading charity more abroad and doing bigger things, but of course, right now I'm in a small little shop, 12 by 12 space, no window in it, and I'm making the best of it, and I'd love to do more by my fellow man as much as I can. And I think that begins at home. I honestly would not be here right now in this shop, living this strange life of mine, if it weren't for the fact that other people around me who care about me and have cared about me in my life, they have carried me, more or less, on their shoulders to this point. I've not lived an easy life. I've been homeless before. So I feel no other choice but to give back then. It's kind of my duty. So my goals moving forward, well, I don't ever want to become a hat factory. Never to be a hat factory. You have big box hat makers, they'll pump out stuff like this, It's one of thousands of pork pies that look exactly like this. They're pressed on big machines. The human hand is taken out of it. This is a rough body, not even worked on to make it soft. You can with this material if you wanted to. They don't care. They just press it, sew it, call it a day.
So where do you want to be?
What do I want to be? Well, definitely not a hat factory. I want to grow this business to further train some people. Anybody who wants to get interested in this, I kind of want to be able to provide the resources too. And just continue working with local artists. Just try to shake things up, just collaborate with as many people as possible. Keep each design and collection as unique as the last.